Hi everybody, Kevin Byrne here, Putnam County Executive. I'm with a couple great friends here at Promenade on 6th in Hamlet Carmel in Putnam County. I'm here with Nick D'Andrea from Park 4, but also the Business Council of Putnam County.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here, and Ed Santalone, who's really the chief operator and owner of Promenade, and just a great benevolent individual in Putnam County we partnered with, and a Carmel resident. We're here to enact legislation that we're grateful that the Putnam County Legislature passed just about a week ago unanimously, and that is to extend the sales tax exemption on clothing and footwear under $110. And for those that aren't familiar with this exemption, it's something I had advocated for. I actually worked a little bit on this when I was in the State Assembly at the request of my predecessor. There was a desire to have a sales tax holiday like Connecticut for maybe a week. The state of New York will not allow you to do that because they have another option, and it basically is this. It costs a little bit more in lost revenue, but they don't like the idea of doing gimmicks that becomes a bureaucratic, cumbersome, or burden for the state agencies. So what this does is it gives the exemption not for a week, but for a whole year. And it's important because the state of New York already provides an exemption on sales tax on clothing and footwear under $110 in New York. So if anyone knows what our sales tax is, Nick probably does.
I sure do.
It's what's our sales tax in Putnam County?
8.375%.
So 8.375. That is 4% of it is for Putnam County, 4% of it is for the state of New York, and 0.375 is the MTA surcharge that people in Putnam County have to pay when we're consumers. Now that full freight is being charged on big ticket items like automobiles, and it's usually tied to your residence, right? So that's a big revenue generator for Putnam County government. It's our largest revenue source is sales tax. But for those, we need two things really to survive in society. It's food and clothes. And for people on lower middle income scales, purchasing clothes is where sales tax can become more aggressive and harmful to people. So New York, in its wisdom, I think that's actually good, and zeroed out sales tax on clothing and footwear. So regardless of how much money you make, you're not going to have to pay that added surcharge on clothing and footwear. So you think about, single parents or young families trying to buy back to school clothes for their kids, maybe buying a Halloween costume even right now, or Christmas shopping. All those things become a little bit more affordable for people, which is important. And this exemption it complements the state exemption. So their 4% exemption is gone, our 4% charge in sales tax is gone, and the 0.375 surcharge from the MTA is gone because it's absorbed with this legislation. So it zeroes out the sales tax, which I think is very good. It's good for businesses, right? Because that means it encourages people to shop. You should use to have digital infrastructure too. Shop online if you're a Putnam County resident. Applies to you online purchases, but also the brick and mortar. Shop in Putnam County. Encourages you come into Putnam County and shop here. And we're doing it because we think it's the right thing for our residents, particularly at times of high costs of goods and services and inflation. We think it's helpful. So that's a little bit about the exemption. I would say big shout out to our partners in the legislature and the supervisors and village mayors and highway superintendents, because the only way we could responsibly and safely extend this exemption is with the sales tax compromise that was struck earlier this year. That compromise allowed us to continue the existing sales tax rate, to give targeted sales tax cuts like this, which are responsible, give meaningful relief, and also in my budget that was presented and the legislature is actively considering, deliver the largest property tax cut in Putnam County history, which is $1 million tax cut to the levy, driving the rate down to its lowest level since 2007, pre-recession levels. So we're doing really good stuff, but this accounts to almost $2.55 million in what would be lost revenue. So that's savings to consumers that are overwhelmingly Putnam County residents, because so much clothing and footwear under $110 is shopped online. But obviously you can come here to Promenade, where we have businesses like Secondaries Boutique, which is selling clothing, which is a beneficiary of this exemption. Ed Santalone, is there anything you want to talk about? This where you got vendors and kiosks here, right on Route 6 in Carl.
No, I think it's great. I mean, it's doing a great job for the county. You know, getting a tax cut like this helps everyone. So I think he's doing a great job. And I know the people here are really happy about it. So
Awesome.
thank you.
Thank you. Nick, did you have anything else to add on business council side?
Just on behalf of the businesses in Putnam County, I mean, this is a fantastic bill, and quite frankly, I think the work that you're doing, focusing on that tax relief for some of the consumers out there is helpful for not just the consumers, but the businesses, and like you said, keeping business local, shopping here, what it's all about.
Awesome. Well, thank you. So the last thing I need to do is sign this thing, and then we get to send it over to the clerk, which then gets filed with the state. So we had 10 days to sign it once the legislature passes it, and the clerk sends it to our office, so we are going to sign it right now.
All right. Come to the promenade on 6.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
Good job.
Awesome.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks, Bob.
Great job, guys.